Welcome to another makeup bingo. I promised this a couple weeks ago when I did a 3 looks 1 palette with the Qian Yan, I struggle with that name still, Dragon palette. This is a 32 pan beast. I will talk about this later a bit more. I did already videos with this and I think I already said this in the next clip. Okay, it is my mind. It is so twisted because I do have to film these parts in like different orders. But I'm not gonna talk too much now. If you have never witnessed a makeup bingo, it is pretty easy. I take a palette or I take a couple palettes and then I take a random number picker as an app that I have on my phone, and then I tell that app what numbers they get to pick, and then I press and it picks a number. And this time with this palette, and this is the look. So let's switch over to my potato face and you can see how I created this masterpiece of art. Okay, let's choose the shades. So if you haven't seen the Dragon palette yet, which I hope I show you in the intro because I'm filming this before the intro, never mind. This is a 32 pan big ass long palette that comes basically with 2 rows, each has 16. I have already done videos with this. You have a 3 looks 1 palette, you have a first impression of this, but I also promised that I will do a bingo with this palette. So I thought I will pick 3 shades out of each row. So I'm basically letting the app decide 3 shades of this, 3 shades of this. And here is a little adjustment. This is a very shimmer heavy palette. I am able to create shimmer looks, but I'm honest with you, I don't want to. So if in those 6 shades that I am going to let the fade aside from this palette is no matte, I will pull in 1 matte from this palette. So the mattes that I could choose from are this pink, oh my god, aubergine brown, these blues, the reds, purple, and another more warmer brown down here. I think this is just a very fair adjustment. So I already sticked on my swatch stickers. I don't know why snowflakes. It's not winter at all, but these were the first ones that I grabbed out of the pile. So I thought, let's do snowflakes. So I have my trusty app here. I already set minimum number is 1 and the max number is 16. So let's pick the numbers for the first row, and the first is going to be number 7. This is so complicated to hold. So let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a white with shimmers throughout. Okay. Oh my god, I nearly dropped it. This is really hard to hold. Okay. I'm pretty sure that in one of the looks I did with this palette, I used this shade and I was not really feeling it, since this is just a type of matte that I don't know what to do. It's not matte, it's a matte with shimmer. I mean, I see where I can use it. Maybe it will work out. So let's pick the other number 2. Can we please talk about the fact that with this palette that has mostly shimmers, like 80% are chromy metallic shades, I pick with the first 2 picks shades that are matte with tiny shimmer particles throughout. I don't think this is my day to day. Let's pick number 3 from this row. Shade 1. What the fuck? You had 16 shades to choose from, app, and you chose 1, 2, and 7. And shade 1 is a matte. Can this bingo go worse at this point? I mean, the good thing is I don't need to pull in a cheat shade now, so let's just hope that for row number 3 that has 1, 2, 3 mattes, I get 3 shimmers here. That would be fucking awesome. So the first shade of row number 2 is 3. Ah, come on. 1, 2, 3. It's a matte. I'm not gonna lie, I might have to take a cheat shimmer now. Again, 2 shades are left and there are 2 shades in the second row. So hopefully my number generator says no. Shade 12. Okay, that sounds good. Shade 12 I feel like is not matte. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Finally. Oh, a nice blue shimmer. That is actually matching with that blue other one from the first row. Okay, the look is coming together. And now please do not disappoint. 5. What is this shit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A matte again. This is the palette I have to work with. You can't even see here that white. So okay, that makes a nice inner corner highlight. But this is the palette I have to work with. Can I please stress out the fact that this is a 32 pan palette with 22 metallics and chromes and whatnot. And the picker gave me 1. Okay. That makes, of course, the look much easier, but again, I wanted to do something more creative today. Can we please just talk about these snowflake swatch stickers? I actually like them a lot. And here you have a close-up of the palette we are working with. Again, I don't know if you can see that very first shade, because it is basically just a white powder with a few golden specks throughout. I guess that's the fun of a bingo, so let's do a look with this, which is, like, this is now very easy. I wanted to have a bit of a challenge, you know? So I'm starting the look with shade number 1 of row number 1, and I start to apply this directly here in the inner part. And I don't bother too much with blending, just like that. So I wipe the brush on the dry towel that I have here. Now I'm going into shade 5 of the second row. And I do the same in the crease. And then I just wipe it towards that pinky coral shade. With a smaller, very detailed brush, I now go into the second shade of the first row, that beautiful blue with the shimmer specks. And I start to apply this on the outer lid part, like outer V area. And then I just bring it up into the crease a tiny bit. I drag it slightly inwards, just along the lash line for some depth here. I applied my trusty glitter glue and now I tap into shade 12 from the second row. And I start to apply this on the outer part and I just dab it on. I try not to swipe so much. I just dab, 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 dab. And I keep on dabbing towards the inner part of the lid. I try to create a, I don't know if that makes sense, like a little pixelized fade out of the shade so that there is not so much color left for the inner part so that the pink is coming through. Does my explanation of a pixelated fade out make sense? So for the lower lash line, I'm going in the third shade of the second row. And I do use this and apply this directly on the lower lash line, like all along my eye. And then I kind of drag it up and connect it here. To blend that out, I take the fifth shade of the second row. And then I just apply this on top and blend. Okay, I definitely need a stiffer brush for that. I feel like I want to have a very clean waterline, so I'm waterlining my eye with the Victoria Beckham eye brightening pencil. This is just, I don't know, I've been using this really to clean up a waterline. I kind of enjoy the effect that it gives. Isn't that so 2015? I don't know, I felt like white waterline or, you know, the pink skin colored waterline of very 2015. And I like that it's coming back. And for inner corner highlight, I'm taking the only shade left that we haven't used yet, shade number 7 from the first row. And I do apply this as inner corner highlight and I do bring it here. So this is basically now, since this shade has literally no pigment, a white, kind of foggy inner corner. I do build this shade up though, because I feel like build up, the effect is a bit different. So I did 3 layers now and I think that is enough. Here is the finished look. Not gonna lie. This is what we had to work with. I included all of the shades. I didn't pull in any like bonus or cheat shades. And I love it. The only thing that I did now off camera, I adjusted that pinkish inner crease part a bit. I did a little bit too much of that white inner corner shade. So I took a brush and then I just like that, dabbed carefully back in because I wanted to have this as a very cool, colorful pop. I love the combo. I love the nearly non-existent shimmer in a corner here in this look. I don't know what it is, but this kind of wiped out inner corner, this is a vibe. Oh my god, I love this. What the fuck? A shimmer inner corner would look bomb too, don't get me wrong, but with this all combined together, I love it. And then I took a highlight that is a bit too purple. I thought it was more blue, but now it is what it is. For lips on this look, I'm wearing the Lisa Eldridge Sculpt and Shade Pencil in the shade 3C. And I topped it off with the Glam Light and Nightmare on Elm Street Red Lip Oil. I didn't want to apply a black lip again, even though I want to. But maybe for another video with this look. So keep an eye out for that. And that is basically it. What do you think? Did I do a great job? And what was wrong with the Makeup Gods today that they gave me in this palette? Only one of the metallics, but I'm honest with you, this is so far my favorite bingo because I just loved the challenge. I was very, very mad in the beginning. And yes, I'm again checking myself in the mirror because, oh, this look, this is it. And I just loved being challenged. So I kind of want to do a second bingo with this. But here back in the back of my person, I have, I don't know, 15 unused palettes that I have to try first. So maybe later this year there will be another bingo with this palette. I'm honest with you, so far for 2023, I think this is probably, together with the Byredo Mineral Escapes, my most used palette. Just take one last look. How beautiful is this? This was actually my entrance now to Asian beauty, like to the love for Asian beauty. I used Flower Nose last year already, but it was more like, yeah, that's a good brand. But this opened the gate to this hell for me. I mean, it's not a hell. It is more like a hell that burns all my money because I want to have all the Asian beauty. So let me know what you think. Please make sure you're subscribed. Check out the info box for any like codes and stuff because there are some down there. All of them are affiliated. Unfortunately, this palette you cannot get on Look Healthy Store. That's an Asian beauty market that I am affiliated with. But you can get this on C Beauty Mall and they have great deals too. So this is not sponsored or anything. I don't get money from this, but C Beauty Mall does something that is really interesting. The more you buy, the more of a discount you get. With my last order, I bought 6 items and I got 40% discount. So how awesome is that? I think this is still in stock. If it is, I will put the link down below. Again, it's a not affiliated link, just an info link for you so you can get this beauty. And did I say this already? Make sure you subscribe. I do fun videos and I hope I can see you in the next one.